Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NW Sportscast, and today I'm going to give you my quick March Madness bracket. Now, I've already filled out about 10 of them, so I guess you know what I'm going to do here. This is going to be my official NW Sportscast tournament bracket, though. All the other ones are for other things, other competitions, friend competitions, family competitions, blah, 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 national competitions, stuff like that. But this is going to be my NW Sportscast competition for our YouTube channel, the NW Sportscast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new and like the video. Or if you're not new, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Like, if you're watching the video, why don't you subscribe, bro? Just help us out. You don't even have to watch the video. Just subscribe to the channel and also watch the videos too. But yeah, that helps us out. So, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's March Madness. So, there's going to be upsets. That's inevitable. So, let's start off. Gonzaga versus Norfolk, Appalachian State. It doesn't mean I'm going to pick Gonzaga to lose. Gonzaga, still the best team in the nation. Coming into the tournament, Jalen Suggs, Corey Kispert, Joel Ayayi, Drew Timme, Philippe Petrusev. Stacked, loaded. You can't stop him. Oklahoma versus Missouri. I'm going to go Missouri here, 9/8 now. This has been back and forth for me in most of my brackets. Oklahoma's played great basketball as of late, but I think Missouri has a chance to really come out and just win this one after their pretty solid tournament run. Creighton versus USCB. UCSB is going to upset Creighton. Creighton got blown out by Georgetown in the Big East tournament. I think that's going to hurt them. They're going to not be ready for this game. UCSB is going to come in here and they're going to take this game from them. They're going to win this game. Probably close, but I think they're going to come out. They're not going to be ready for UCSB. Virginia versus Ohio. I'm going Virginia over Ohio. Ohio is an upset watch team. I just picked one upset here. I'm not going to pick two in a row. You got to be smart when you're picking your bracket because you're not going to get a perfect bracket. You can't really pick based off games. You got to pick off based how many upsets, how much you're doing, how you're really messing around. Because, I think Ohio has a chance to win this game, but I think UCSB has a better chance. So I'm not going to pick them both. USC versus Wichita or Drake. I'm going to go USC. Evan Mobley's the absolute beast. I think he'll feast on any of these big men. I think he'll feast on any of these big men, too, except for Luka Garza. Kansas versus Eastern Washington. As much as I want to say Eastern Washington, it's Kansas. Kansas, David McCormick, Marcus Garrett, they've stepped it up. They've played better basketball as of late. They've turned their season around. Ochai Agbaji, and they've played great basketball in the past couple of days. Oregon versus VCU. I think VCU has a very solid case to being upset over Oregon. I just like Oregon's veteran depth, their mentality. They've a great organization. They've been well run for a long time. They're versus top 25, they're on one, but doesn't really matter about the versus top 25 because Oregon's been a top Pac-12 this whole season. Iowa versus Grand Canyon. Luka Garza is going to feast on the big man, like I just said for for Evan Mobley. Let's move on. Michigan versus MSM or Texas Southern. I'm going to go Michigan over both these teams. No Jose Livers, but they're still a really solid-looking team. LSU versus St Bonaventure. It's going to be LSU. St Bonaventure, I watched their championship game. They looked very, very good, but I just like Trenton Watford and this LSU team that almost beat Alabama in the SEC tournament a lot more than the St Bonaventure team. Georgetown Hoyas. Patrick Ewing's going to win another game, 7th in a row after the whole tournament run against Colorado. They're going to come out, they're going to win this game. Yes, I said it. Upset watch. Two 12 seeds winning now. Florida State versus UNC Greensboro. Florida State, I love Scotty Barnes. I really like Raquan Gray. BYU versus MSU and UCLA. I really like MSU, and if UCLA wins, I think they're both going to beat BYU. Now, I'm probably sleeping on BYU, but I think this could be a huge upset right here. Both of these teams over any of them. Texas versus Bill Christian. I think Jericho Sims is going to get this job done with Texas against a Bill Christian team I don't really know much about at all. So that's a pretty self-explanatory one. UConn and James Boonite. They're going to win one over Maryland because James Boonite is that guy. He reminds me of Kemba Walker type vibes for this tournament run. And then Alabama, Herbert Jones, Reese, Max Reese. I don't even know his first name, bro. But the tall dude that shoots corner threes all the time. Yeah, they're playing Iona. I think Iona's not that good. Baylor versus Hartford. Baylor's the best team in the nation. One of the best teams in the nation. Maceo T, Davion Mitchell, Mark Vital. They're playing insane basketball over there. It's just tough to stop. North Carolina versus Wisconsin. This is a back and forth one. Another 8 versus 9. I'm going to go North Carolina. They've ballen as of late. They're playing solid basketball. They picked it around after not being ranked for a while. And they are ranked. Now, I would say Winthrop. But this would be my third 12 seed over 5. I don't see that happening. I know Villanova has no Cole Gillespie. I'm going to go Winthrop. No, I'm going to go Villanova. I'm going to go Villanova still. They're still Jeremiah Robinson. They're still a really solid team over Winthrop. Purdue over North Texas, definitely. Purdue's playing great basketball, nearly beat Ohio State in the Big Ten tournament. Texas Tech and Matt McClung and Silva Santos and the rest of the team over there are going to beat Utah State. Utah State could have a very solid case in this game, but I think Texas Tech's going to handle business. Arkansas versus Colgate. I'm going to go Colgate over Arkansas. Big upset. I love Moses Moody, but I think Colgate's playing super good. They only have one loss all year. They're going to ride this momentum into at least one more win in this tournament. Florida State and Scotty Lewis versus Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech got COVID. I think Florida State win this one pretty easily. And Ohio State's going to blow out Oral Roberts. Not even close. I don't see any upset possible. Illinois over Drexel. I love Iota Suma. I love Kobe Coburn. Loyola Chicago and Georgia Tech. I'm going to go Georgia Tech after winning the SEC or ACC championship game. I love Georgia Tech right now. Tennessee and Oregon State. I love Jaden Springer. I love Aves Pons. I know Oregon State won the Pac-12, but I'm going to go Tennessee still. Oklahoma State and Keanu definitely over Liberty. Those guys are absolutely balling. Isaac Likely, the rest of the team. San Diego State and Syracuse. I'm going to go Syracuse. Syracuse is going to upset San Diego State here. I do like San Diego State a lot because Malachi went there, but I'm going to go Syracuse. West Virginia and Morehead State. I'm going to go with Miles McBride. Deuce McBride is an absolute beast. He'll win this one. And then Clemson and Rutgers. I'm going to go Clemson over Rutgers because I don't think Rutgers can keep up with Clemson. They've really good at one point in the season. And then Houston over Cleveland State. That's my first round. Round of 32. Gonzaga over Mizzou. Definitely Gonzaga just has the firepower Mizzou does not have. UCSB and Virginia. I'm tempted to pick UCSB. I really am. But I'm going to stay on my lane and pick Virginia to win this one. They have Kihei Clark, young, pretty good guard. They have a couple good players. I'm not sure why I said Kihei Clark. They have much better players than him. Kansas and USC. I'm going to go Evan Mobley. He's going to feast on David McCormick. I'm telling you, Evan Mobley, top 3 pick in this draft. Insanely good. Oregon and Iowa. I'm going to go Luka Garza over Oregon. I want to say Oregon, but I'm going to go Luka Garza. Michigan and LSU. No Isaiah Livers. LSU. Trenton Wofford. LSU's moving on. Sorry, Hunter Dickinson. Sorry, Franz Wagner. LSU, upset, baby. Georgetown, Florida State, Scotty Barnes, and Florida State's moving on over Georgetown. They're not going to win 2 of those. MSU and UCLA, Texas. I like Jericho Sims a lot over MSU. The reason I would pick this team, the reason I'm doing that is because I have UConn beating Alabama. James Bouknight pulling out a big upset over Herbert Jones. And I got Houston over Clemson, definitely. West Virginia, Deuce McBride over Syracuse. Those 2 are pretty easy picks for me. 3 and 2 going to play here. 3 and 7 going to play here. Oklahoma State, definitely over Tennessee. Yvette Aves Pons, I keep saying his name wrong, but Cade Cunningham's just that good. And they also have Avery Anderson playing insane. Ayo Dosuma's playing great basketball there. He's going to definitely beat Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech a lot. If they should have got a higher seed. If they were like there, or Florida State is who they beat, they could be there. But instead, they're here. That's that. USC versus Iowa. The road ends for USC here. Iowa's going on to the Elite Eight. Luka Garza is that guy. This team is so good. There's lights-out shooters. And then Gonzaga over Virginia. Of course, Gonzaga is the best team in the nation in my eyes. Baylor's going to beat North Carolina. As much as I want to say an upset there, I'm not going to do 2 seed upsets. I do like Baylor a lot. They still have Mark Feidel playing great. David Mitchell scoring. Maceo Teague. Purdue over Villanova because Purdue almost beat Ohio State. And they did beat Ohio State a couple times. And Villanova has no Cole Gillespie. Texas Tech over Colgate. Colgate's not going to win 2 in a row. And then Ohio State over Texas Tech. So let's move on to I didn't even pick these ones. Baylor versus Purdue. I already have this one matched. Baylor versus Purdue. I'm going to go Baylor over Purdue. I'm going to go Ohio State over Mac McClung. I think Texas Tech's good. I think Purdue's good. I just think Baylor and Ohio State are just really, really even better. Here, I'm going Illinois over Oklahoma State. That's one of the best games of the entire tournament. That could be an insane match for the ages. I'm going to go Illinois Ayo Dosunmu over them. West Virginia and Houston. I'm going to go with Deuce McBride over Houston. They're going to get this win. They're going to pull it out over Houston in this tournament. I'm running out of time on the screen recorder, guys. I'm running out of time here. Texas and UConn. I'm going to go Jericho Sims over James Bouknight. I really like Texas a lot. I like UConn, though. And then I'm going to go Scotty Barnes, Florida State over LSU. Now we're into the Elite Eight. Let's go to our Final Four. Gonzaga over Iowa for show. Jalen Suggs is that good. Corey Kisper's the best shooter in the draft. Baylor and Ohio State. I'm going to go Dwayne Washington. Dwayne Washington and E.J. Liddell, C.J. Walker, they're so good. I think they're going to get an upset over Baylor. This is a big upset, 1 versus 2, but the 2 seeds, that's much of an upset. And then Illinois over Deuce McBride and Bob Huggins. I really like Illinois. West Virginia's Bob Huggins is a great coach, but I think Illinois is just locked in. Cody Coburn's dialed in, so is Ayo Dosunmu. And then Florida State over Texas Tech. I'm going to go Scotty Barnes and Quan Gray. Final Four, baby. Gonzaga over Florida State in my eyes. Gonzaga is the best team in the nation, like I've been saying this whole time. Ohio State versus Illinois. Illinois beating Ohio State. I know it's a 1 versus 1, but I'm sorry to say that's just the way it's going to be. Gonzaga versus Illinois in the finals. This is going to be one of the best games of the year. I'm going Gonzaga. Gonzaga's the win the national championship. 87-83 over Ayo DeSumo, Kofi Coburn, and that Illinois squad has been absolutely balling. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe.